How about some rules for tweeting? You know, boxing, they have rules, and every other sport has rules. But Donald Trump, the President of the United States, really doesn't play by the same rules as other presidents or maybe you and me. We haven't had a chance to comment yet on his tweets last week against Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski of MSNBC, talking about Mika bleeding from a facelift last New Year's Eve, which she denies, that she had some chin work done. Point of it is he's talking about her physical features, which doesn't go over well with most women, certainly the ones in my family who have been screaming at me about it on the phone. Here's the deal. President Trump, you can tweet about the investigation. Hey, so far no collusion, no obstruction. Do whatever you want. Talk about your 37 bills you've signed or talk about the jobs numbers. You can talk about whatever. You can even confront press reports you think are incorrect and say why. You know, mixing it up, that's all fair game. In fact, last week you had a victory. CNN fired 3 journalists who got a story wrong about one of your associates. But you can't take victory and run with it. No, you have to get personal with Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough, with a couple of cable hosts. But when you get personal like that, it's like a Twitter war, a Facebook war, when you yourself get involved in a fight on social media. Have you ever allowed yourself to be trolled and you fight back? Guess what? It never ends. 60 more trolls will hit you, and then 60 more will hit you. There's no way to win. And of course, he is the President of the United States. If he tweets, you know, modern form of communication, Ronald Reagan would go above the media too by talking and giving speeches. They all have different methods for different eras. But if you talk about policy, taxes, infrastructure, healthcare reform, debate that, debate whether a story is right or wrong and explain why, about whether the investigation is off the rails, all that stuff is legit and fair game. Go ahead, have fun, but don't get personal with reporters, and certainly female reporters, because it's not going to serve you well in the end. I lived through this with Bobby Knight in Indiana. Eventually, even his fans got tired. You should heed that. My 2 cents, my 2 minutes, are brought to you by Capital Consultants and Edge Construction. Mike Tuig and his staff can read your kitchen, your basement, your bathroom, your staircase, make your home feel just like home. Back to work tomorrow. We'll talk to you on the Mitch Henck Show on madison.com.